Welcome back after a short break. We're into the 2nd of March now, and to paint the car's probably painted. I won't know till tomorrow, that's the Monday. So we'll be taking a trip down body shop tomorrow. Look forward to that clip coming up in this video. For today, the Sunday, I'm just building up these halogen light units, finishing off now. Got the glasses onto the new backing bowls, and I've reassembled all the correct backing plate, refurbed the stickers. Even got the sticker onto the actual new bowl, so took that off and re-glued down on there with some double tape. So it's looking all as it should. That's one unit, that's one of the high beam units completed. All back together. On with the second one now, just refurbed this sticker here, so that'll be fitting on the bowl. Some double-sided tape on the back, peel the old stickers off, you lose the adhesive, but then this double tape there should withstand the temperature. Cleaned up with some alcohol wipe just to get it a bit cleaner there, and take some of the muck that was on the sticker there. That onto that, and then we move on to the dip unit. So that'll be a pair of high beam units done, and then we'll move on to the dip units. Then we'll put them into the backing plates and build them up into the backing plates, then test the units. So Sunday afternoon sees me waiting for the car paint job and doing the headlights. Let's get on with the next set. Just putting a new adhesive back into this Lucas bulb sticker. Craft knife on there on a cutting mat. Whoops, it's sticky. So we'll trim that in. Just take that top edge off there now, and then alcohol wipes there, then we'll stick it onto the bowl. Alright, so I've done the interface cable between the cap and the bulb. So you've got a quick release bulb fit in there, the 3-pin halogen bulb connector. I've rewired the plug, and they then pick up on those terminals inside the cap, just so that you get your high and low beam connection. Then that's that previously modified cap which we saw in the earlier videos. I forgot to date stamp today, 2nd of March 2014, by the way. You know, I normally start off with a date, sorry about that. Right, so I'm going to test this unit. There's the side lamp bulb. This is how it fits when you mod these lights. Side lights just in the slightly lower down position on the replacement bowls, which means it can't fit within this metal cap. So metal cap's modified, and it's cut out there to take that fitting for the lamp. If it was an original bowl reflector, you wouldn't be able to fit the high-low bulb, you'd only be able to fit the single bulb in it. That's why this cap's on there. So I've cut down the spade terminal off the side light bulb, so that when we have the metal cowling, you'll see in a minute, fits over it, it can clear that. So this can now clip in place. We'll feed these cables in, and we're ready to test this unit on the loom. Over there, I'll switch the side lights and the main beam, then the high beam, and we should get dual action on this now. About to test this. Let's go over to the rig, put that cap on now, slot it together, plug it into the loom, and let's see what happens. I just forgot to add, I've put the heat sleeve in over it, not heat shrink, well that is heat shrink there, but this is high temperature braiding over the cables as well, just to be sure. Salvage that off some other light units and slotted it over the cables, just to give it a good finish. Okay, so cap can go on now. It should all be heat proofed. Here we go. Right, so that's all clipped in. You can see how the side light fits just in that little section, and I can still replace it with the cutout in the metal there. I'm able to lever that out if I need to replace the bulb. You see it's all fitted in at the front. Cap's on, stickers are on. It's all sealed in. That's looking like an original unit that should run now. We're going to go over to the harness. Quite a bit of effort's gone into getting these light units to do what I want them to do. Here's our harness over there. Let's plug in that now. We'll let it just dangle down, and we'll switch on and see what happens. So we're on there now, power's on, we've got everything we need. We're dipping and we're doing all we should. So that lamp unit's running, all the relays are going, so we're okay there. We'll box that one up, put the cowling on it now, and move on to the next stage. Right, so there's 3 nice completed units now, and 1 more to go. There's your side light, your dip and your main unit, combined unit. That's tested and running. There's your high beam unit, halogen logo on, glass on, All your fittings nicely cleaned up, sticker there, all cleaned up at the back, correct labels on the bowl, so it looks factory. And then there's another factory look one there, all done, all ready. So three down, one to go, and then we can move across into these nicely refurbed plates, the headlamp mount plate. We're going to start building those up now. We've got some chrome surrounds to fit, and then these, what else we got? What we got on there? We got the chrome surrounds. Oh, we got those metal back cowlings, they go on. These have been re-anodized, so we've got a complete nice set. We can start to bolt those onto the tops now. And we're getting there with the lights, doing well. It's the 3rd of March 2014 and bang on cue, the frogs are back. That tells me spring is right here on the way. There's the pond there. That pond tells me the score, the frogs are out. And today's the first day when you actually feel the sun is warm. So it's arrived. March is here. Our first taste of something warm, which is good. The new old stock, sorry, not the new old stock, the refurb Swampy mirror has arrived as well. I'm going to show you that later on, but exciting stuff. We're gearing up and we're going in to see the Shell. The body shop are playing Cloak and Dagger. I don't know if they're just winding me up, but they said just come and have a look. They haven't said what's going on.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
Just a moment.
Okay everybody, hope you enjoyed that trip down to the body shop just then on that clip. She was looking nice, wasn't she? So they're going to buff and polish that up now, that Shell. It's just got to have the 1200 and the 1800 and the 2000 grip pads on with a foam pad. So I'll leave them to it to buff and polish the car while I make arrangements for the interior trim and the roof lining and the vinyl roof. In the meantime, we're back on the mirror. The mirror's arrived, as I said earlier on. So we unwrap, and there we have the unit marked up for me there. So pop it out and you'll see how clean this is. They've put a nice backing on the silver there and flip it round, and there you have it. You can see those you can see the dip lines there. As I turn that, you can see the optical effect for the dip. But look at that, that's clean. Okay, so I've just doubled up some double-sided tape there onto this brown paper. This is going to form the base to put the mirror on. So we're going to draw around that now, cut round that, and then you've got, when I peel off this, you've got a sticky pad that creates the breakage sticker, which stops the mirror from fragmenting if it was damaged. Gives it an original look as well at the back. Okay, no one's ever going to see it. I know it's there, and it just makes the mirror complete. I'll just feel better if I've done that part of the job. So here we go, with a pen and some scissors now, and cut round. Right, so I've cut that out there. You've got your pad. We'll flip the mirror over now, and we can just stick that on the back there, and that gives you what you need. Just on the back of that there, and we're done. Okay, so let me unpeel that now. Stick it on. Let's get it back in its mirror casing. Here we go. Right, I've signed it anyway, just for me. So that goes in. Your plate tape's on the back. That's going into the casing now. Right, just so you know, when you put it back together, there's a thinner edge to the mirror goes down that side, and the thicker edges at the top. You can see the recess there is a thicker recess. So you feed in. You're better off feeding the thicker edge of the mirror in first. So we're going to go in to the top first and try and snap it in. So just remember, you've got two thicknesses. It goes a certain way. Okay, so I'm going to feed that in now off camera. Fortunately, I've not got a tripod here, but I'll let you know how it went in a sec. We're in. I had to put a little bit of heat on it. I just ran over it with a hot air gun very, very lightly. I stressed that how light it was, but then it just popped itself in, no problem. You could just feel the plastic just giving a little bit, then in she went. So there you have a nice new old stock wingguard mirror with the you can see the backing paper at the back, so it looks correct when you look up through there. Okay, it's OCD, but I like it that way. And that is the finished article. The stalk back on it now. It's the chrome screw back in the back of there. So there's your finished rear view. Just wants my grubby fingerprints off the glass, but that's it. Little tip as well, make sure you put the ball and socket the metal ball into the socket, the plastic, before you put the mirror back together, so you won't be able to snap it in later. That's if you've took that ball socket out. When you pop them out, you need a vise to pop them back in, so make sure you put that ball and socket back on. If you didn't do it, I think if you try to push this ball and socket arm into the mirror with the glass in, you've definitely risked breaking the glass, because the shock wave will go through it and crack the glass. Once these pop out, you've got to be really careful. If that ever pops out your mirror, chances of getting it in without breaking your mirror are slim. You'll probably never see one with the ball and socket pops out unless it's worn itself out through wear and tear. But a good snug fit like this one requires the vise to pop the ball into the plastic socket and then assemble the mirror. Don't forget to do that, otherwise you're stuck. You have to take the mirror apart again and pop it in. So completed. I'm going to bed. I've had enough. It's been a long day. Mirror is done. Back into the bubble wrap for the mirror. Onto something else. Probably onto the rest of the headlights. Okay, working our way through the trim all the time while the body shop guys do their stuff. In tandem we're going. So keeping on going there. Don't know what the next video is going to bring. You'll have to bear with me on it, but I just keep on finding parts to do. I'll go and check up on the trim guys as well tomorrow. So it's full on. Over and out for now.
So, depending on, tell you what we can do. Right, here's an advert coming up now. Right. See? Using the tyre. I see a tyre. Right. Right. I want you to travel and sit on there. One of you. Right. Yes! And the ad, the caption is, always use the rubber. Okay. That's weird, okay, so back up. Getting gripping in the top there if you can. Be careful.
I'm all right now, I'm sat down.
You sat down now, right, okay, now. Right, now with this plate. Right, that's it. Perfect. Yeah, that's it.
This mission is too important for me to allow you to jeopardize it.